Well, we are back, and we're going to see what type of adventure or situations these players put me through today. Let's see if I keep my sanity. So, in the last session, we had been going through the town of Atur, where the players have begun to interact with this world that is ultimately hustling and bustling with the preparations of war. Specifically, in contrast to when they were in Korth, and it seemed to be a more peaceful area. The area of Artur seemed to be preparing for something. The increase in not only living soldiers, but Carnathian dead is very evident. Some of the information that the players received was that they are currently undergoing some recruitment throughout the land of Karnath, and particularly in the nearby mountain range, that one of our players' towns is close to residing, specifically talking about the Ashspire Mountains. In the last session, the players met, or rather, two of the players met a fire genasi who was sitting innocently at a bar before her attention was subverted and chaos ensued. And the other players kind of watched along in amusement, as the scene unfolded, and Fennec decided he was going to unwisely provoke Saris by mentioning that the genasi at the bar had information about Nagli, who 2 sessions ago was taken. For that, players, do you feel there's anything that I might have missed in the recap, or anything specifically that you would like to add from your character's perspective?
Overnight, Saris would have chloroformed Fennec to keep him quiet for the rest of the day.
Gotcha, so we're causing brain damage to Fennec again. Understood.
Zarya has not been sleeping and is chasing a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, Zarya, I believe at the start of the day, you will be having 1 level of exhaustion added to you. Keep in mind,
So I'm at 2.
6 levels of exhaustion is death.
And you don't get hit
boy.
points or key points back either.
True.
That's okay. I'm only down 2 out of my max, so I'm okay for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Later
No,
it'll be
some
fucking
for-
bad.
Doesn't greater restoration cure a level of exhaustion?
Yep, but we don't have anyone that can cast it.
And it's costly.
Yeah.
Also, she may not want it done anyway, so she might fight you on that if somebody tried. But again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
For now,
Ooh,
she's safe at
minus 10
1 level.
feet of speed.
Sorry, go ahead, Zarya.
no. Minus 10 feet of speed.
Yeah, out of your, what, 80?
Minus 10, I thought it was half.
She's using the 2024 rule set, I believe.
Oh, is
Option.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're using
2014.
2014.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want those.
Yeah, 2024
Get
is
out
a
of
lot
here,
more heavy.
2024.
2024 seems a lot nicer.
It's way easier to manage and it's cleaner.
Fair.
Okay, it shouldn't be on, but it is. I don't know why.
We're not going to worry about that right
Beyond.
now. That's
You're not
perfectly
there yet.
fine. For now, your movement would be reduced by half. And where we're going to start today, unless there's any other additions that we want to add, is currently Gearfried is the only one who is not resting peacefully. So Gearfried, you would have found an area in House Civis, or area ran by House Civis. As you approach, you would notice that initially, this place does not seem to be very welcoming in the sense that the windows are shuttered and the door is locked with a bell outside of it that says ring first.
Gearfried will approach. Is there anyone? I know the town's hustling and bustling. Is there anyone currently nearby?
Around the shop, there are several people who are passing by. Nobody who's directly lingering around. Inside, there you would easily see at least three individuals who are currently on shift.
Okay, then Gearfried would approach and he would ring the bell.
You would see a half-elf whose attention is captured, and he's going to walk over to the door, opening it slightly. Hello there, can I help you?
Hi, yes, I would like to send a message. I need it sent over to Friedekin.
He's going to look you up and down. You look fine. Come on in. And he's going to open, and as soon as you're in, he's going to close the door and lock it.
Okay. And Gearfried will follow her in.
As you follow them in, you will be able to see that there are multiple people who are inscribing messages, who are receiving messages and transcribing them into letters to now deliver. And you are going to be led to a clerk who is a human. Hello there. How can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to send a message to Friedekin, and I'd like it to get there as fast as possible.
As fast as possible. You know that's going to cost. I've got different prices. About what is your price range?
Well, I'm not sending a package. It's just a simple message I need delivered.
Yes, I understand. What is your price range?
One sec. Let me pull out my inventory. It's not a lot. Looking to spend. What are your options?
The cheapest would be the use of magical paper, and that runs the normal risk of wear and tear. To use magic, so the paper would cost 5 copper. To use magic, varying on the spell, that does range in price, and of course, the times in maintenance and service fee.
How much would it cost to get a letter delivered within the next 2 days?
I could get that done for 2 silver pieces.
Oh, I thought you were going to go a lot higher than that. All right,
Gotcha.
What's the
7
price?
silver pieces.
What's the price to get a message in a day?
For a day, that's going to cost you a gold.
Money well spent. I'm going to drop 2 gold onto the counter.
He is going to take 2 gold. Thank you
As
for
a
the tip.
donation to the civic House Civets.
Now, what is your message?
My message will appear. The subject of the letter is Ascension. I wanted to say, Master, I hope this message finds you well. I shall be in Friedekin in the next few days. I seek to be recognized for my efforts in artifice. I believe my thesis to be complete and ready to judge. Please inform the guards that I will be en route. I will be arriving via cruiser, and I'm joined by 2 elves, a half-giant, and a goblin operating under the name The Dapper Dans. Sincerely, Gearfried Gladdock.
You're going to notice that there are 2 things that are writing as you're speaking. First is the human who you have been addressing. Second is a quick quill that has been writing something that you right next to, but outside of your line of sight. Understood. It'll get there.
Much appreciated. Gearfried's going to give a polite bow.
And he is just gonna kind of nod his head and get back to work.
And Gearfried will then be on his way.
The same half-elf who escorted you in will escort you out, and you are now on this bustling streets. Now, just as a quick reminder, did anybody tell Gearfried where you were moving?
Mm,
No one did.
So, where would you like to go, Gearfried?
Gearfried's gonna go back to the bar that we were all at. The one where we met the fire genasi.
As you get there, you are going to see that the fire genasi is leaving as you're arriving. As she sees you, she's just going to kind of avert her eyes, just moves to the right, away from you.
Gearfried's going to give a dismissive kind of like, just keep walking.
And
Chortle, if you will.
Noted. As you enter the tavern, you would see that you don't know anybody there. But I do believe you have rooms there, so you would be able to go to your room and take a rest.
This is just wonderful. Certainly a lapse of security. And Gearfried's going to march up to his room. And, Gearfried's going to, as he gets up into his room, close the door behind him, lock it. He's going to pull out Cogfried, put him on the windowsill, and he's going to look him in the eye and say, "All right, Cogfried, I need you to make routine laps around the city, go district by district. If you can find him, if you can see him walking around, come back and let me know. I want you to come and return every hour."
You're going to hear a couple of clicks and automaton's response as it kind of jumps off and begins to fly.
Really wish I was the one that had the sending stones. And Gearfried's going to plop into the bed.
And with that, it is now the start of the next day. With the start of the next day, Zarya, where would you be? Where have you spent your night?
That is a great question. How did we leave episode?
You
I don't
were,
remember.
I believe you were in the
Went to
tavern.
a different inn.
Yep, you were in, as said, the Grimwatch Inn, and I believe you were sitting in the bar room because you had that silhouette that you had seen, and you had began to try to chase it. So whereas Ceres went up, I believe Levin went up, Fennec also had said he was going to sleep, you were just like, I'm staying awake tonight.
I
So with
think
that-
she would have followed that silhouette as far as she could until she lost sight of it.
Well, in itself, as you saw it originally, so the way that the scene had unfolded, you had seen the silhouette in a moment of delusion because you had rolled high in that situation rather than low. You had rubbed your eyes, etc., and the image was gone. And it was there that your character had decided, alright, I'm staying up. Because it was the one thing that gave you a somewhat mind-numbing effect.
Okay, in that case, I think she would have stayed up for a bit and then gone to. Is she sharing a room or she got her own room?
I believe Ceres paid for the rooms, so Ceres, I think you had gotten, because I think it was 5 copper pieces per night. I'm not sure if you would have gotten everybody each their room.
She would have paid for separate rooms.
So I'm going to say you have your own room.
Okay, in that case, after a while, she'll go to her room, but instead of sleeping, she'll just meditate. So basically, just take a short rest without actually sleeping.
So to start us off, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Do I? Okay, I don't know exhaustion. Do I get a disadvantage on that? Or...
No.
Not until I believe level 3 exhaustion, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
level 3.
Why do I not? Oh God. Oh dear.
Change, turn and face the change. It's
I
it's got-
think I think your little connection. I don't know why it's. Let me double check. Okay, it should be working. Why didn't that roll?
Hold
Hold
on.
on. Sorry. Issues. Technical issues.
No, just roll from the character sheet for now. This might be one of those mods that aren't active.
I did roll. I rolled a 7, but let me just double check and see, like, if it was
Alright.
just not.
If it's a 7,
Okay, yeah,
You-
there. Okay, now it's working. Now it's working. It just needed a minute, but it is a 7.
alright, with the 7,
Oh, ignore the 4.
you close your eyes and enter your meditative state, and you find yourself in a familiar scene. You are armed in garb that is well kempt. You're standing proud, weapon in hand, and behind you, a smiling figure. One that instantly warms the heart. But before you know it, the image slips, and you're back into reality.
Yeah, she's gonna be chasing that high. Just there. No words really to describe the hell that she is in currently.
With that,
Yeah.
it is now the next day. You are all, for the most part, regrouped, except for Gearfried, who is kind of out on his own. Cogfried, due to nobody going and wandering around, at least not overnight, has come back every hour, whether you were asleep or not, with no new news.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start off because I know normally, Levin, you usually go on some sort of morning routine. Would you be doing this morning as well?
No, given the current set of circumstances, Levin is currently in. The easiest way I could describe this is he's in a present moment awareness state. So he's just paying attention to the sensations in his body, the noises he's hearing, the objects that are passing through his vision. He's kind of just here in the moment, but he's not thinking.
Noted. So, Gearfried, as you awake the next morning, once more to no news, what would you do to attempt to start trying to regroup with the party? What is your initial reactions?
Well, when Cogfried comes back and right, still nothing. That is unfortunate. Gearfried will then, as he prepares his spells for the morning, figure out if he has anything he could possibly use to get him out of this little pickle here. And it does not look like he has anything that can really help him out. God damn it. Alright, Gearfried's gonna think to himself, wait, did they take the cruiser?
No.
Alright, so they didn't take the cruiser, so they couldn't have gotten far. Gearfried will just go downstairs and he'll ask the bartender, excuse me, hi, my friends seem to have abandoned me here last night. I don't suppose you know of any other taverns in the area I could look for them at?
Why would I tell you that? Tell you my competition.
Gearfried's going to place 2 gold on the table.
Well, there's a couple of places.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Are your friends frugal or not?
Probably not very frugal. I imagine they want to not be bringing too much attention to themselves. I assume the reason they left is because they probably, I don't know, someone probably punched someone. I don't know. Where would a bunch of low lives go?
Oh, so they are the frugal crowd. Gotcha. They're gonna go to the Grimwatch. Cheapest booze, cheapest place, and
You're a shining skull amongst dim skeletons, my friend. And Gearfried's going to
I
pat him on
hope
the
so.
shoulder and head out.
Because listen, if you think I run a shithole, wait till you see the Grimwatch.
Oh, Lord. Gearfried's going to head over to the Grimwatch.
Go ahead and just
And
give me a survival check or a intelligence-based check just to see if you get lost. Because you didn't ask for directions.
okay. Intelligence. I'm really good at that. Yeah.
Pretty good. So you're able to pretty much navigate relatively easily. And as promised, it is a hole in the wall. Like, picture like the leaky cauldron of taverns or inns.
Ugh. Gearfried walks in. As he walks in, just mutters to himself, I can taste it in here. And he's going to look around. Are any of the Dans out and about?
So before we go there, we're going to just rewind a little bit. And what would the rest of you be doing as you awake for the next day? So this is before Gearfried enters. So what would you be doing the first thing in the morning?
Ceres would have gone downstairs and ordered herself a couple pints of ale.
And now, Ceres, how are you doing right now?
I mean, she's rested, but it probably wasn't a great rest. She still looks like she's got dark circles under her eyes. She's not emoting much right now.
Noted. So you go down, you are given the 2 breakfast beers. Would you like food with that, or is that enough carbs?
she needs to travel light. It's just her
Gotcha.
her breakfast beer smoothies are perfectly fine.
The liquid bread is perfectly fine. It is going to cost you, I'm going to say 4 copper pieces.
Yep. She just
How about-
she pulls out a handful of coins. She doesn't even check the denomination. She just gives him whatever. She has no coppers on her.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d4 and then a d6 odds or even. Because I'm curious whether the odds and even or is going to be if it's a gold or a silver. The d4 is going to be how much you throw down. Unless you want to specify.
I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to figure out how I roll dice.
No. Oh no.
I have options to self-roll, blind roll, private roll, or public
Yeah.
roll.
Give me a second. Unfortunately, the tabletop is going to have to restart for that one. Oh, what did I do? Sorry, give me 1 second. So as we're doing this, we will handle the money in a moment. Levin or Zarya, what would you be doing at that point?
I think. Question: is coffee a poison?
No,
Okay.
it's a stimulant.
Well, that's the thing. Is it all drugs, or is it just?
The
No.
poisoned condition, mechanically speaking, is what you have as an immunity to.
Yeah. I'm just wondering because alcohol counts. So I'm like wondering if else counts. Anyway.
Yeah.
I
mean, if
she
you want to get
comes
into the
down-
technicals of caffeine blocking adenosine, that's a bit much for just rolling some dice.
Let's not go that deep. Keep it a little bit more superficial.
Yeah. Oh God, it went black. Why did
That's
it go
okay.
black?
Keep
Setting.
keep going.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I was worried it was me. I think
My
she'll
eyes.
come
God,
down.
those do nothing.
I think she comes down and just orders coffee for herself to try and wake up a bit. Just help out. Definitely, probably. I think with 2 levels of exhaustion, looking a bit weary. But
You should still
we'll
only be at
see.
one level of exhaustion. So, because
I
this
thought
is,
it
I
was
believe,
2.
I believe you only went one night without sleeping.
No, I had one before,
Okay, so
and
then I
then
retract my statement. So with 2 levels of exhaustion, yeah, you're pretty
Yeah,
tired.
didn't Zarya incur one while we were traveling?
Yep, my mistake. My mistake.
Yeah, traveling and then the tavern. So it's
So, yep, with your 2 levels of exhaustion, my bad.
yeah. So looking a little bleary and messed up, but otherwise okay. So she'll come down to get some coffee. Hello, Kitty. Yeah.
All right. For the coffee, it's not going to cost much. It's going to be about 3 copper pieces.
All right. I'll pay.
Again, I'm not saying it's good coffee. Just, it's coffee.
Yeah. And I need to wake up a little bit. So. I don't think I have any copper. I have gold and silver.
That's okay. You could try to throw down a silver. You may not
2
get
cups of
change
coffee.
back.
2 cups of
Oh.
coffee
There we go.
for 1 silver. How about that?
Sounds good to me. And you get 2 decently sized cups of coffee.
All right. Double fist them.
All right. And Levin, how about you? What would you be doing at this point?
He was in his room waiting until he heard sounds from from Zarya, Saris, Fennec, leaving their rooms, and afterwards he would get up from his meditations, walk himself downstairs, and he's just scanning the room in a passive fashion. He is pretty sure he doesn't trust any of the water here. So he's not even going to bother getting an ale or a coffee or anything like that. He's just going to wait until everybody wants to leave.
Okay. I like the sense of paranoia.
It's more like, hey, it's your first time in a new nation. Maybe don't drink the water in a place you don't trust.
I get it. It's like when you go down to New Orleans. You don't just immediately drink the water, you stick bottles. I got you.
Don't immediately drink the water. You put it in a bottle first.
You want filtered water. Bottled water just means bottled.
There goes that specification. So with that, as you're all gathering down, coffee is given, liquid bread given, Gearfried, you are going to walk in, and you are going to see everybody else gathered. Fennec is going to be chloroformed and sleeping in the corner of the room, or wherever Sarish dragged and put him, because I'm assuming
As
she's
he should be.
chloroforming him again.
it's just weekend at Bernie's thing. Fennec.
And you wanted me to roll a D4 and a D what?
D6.
D6.
Okay.
Evens are going to be silver, odd is going to be gold. Alright, so
They were both odd.
it looks like 1 gold piece is what you threw.
Yep.
So, grossly overpaid, but not so bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, she just tosses the gold coins and walks away before he even says anything.
And he's not going to say anything, he's just going to put it away. But with that, it's at about that point, Gearfried, you're going to walk in, see everybody kind of gathered, and What would you like to do now that you are all regrouped?
Gearfried is going to approach everyone, and as he approaches, he will say, I appreciate the detailed directions you gave me in order to find where you had gone, as I had left when you decided to leave. That was very considerate of all of you.
Oh, good.
I've secured passage.
Look.
We have a guarantee that Friedekin will let us in. Or at least I'm certain we have a guarantee.
So you've guaranteed entry.
Very likely, yes. I understand
keep
that very
adding
likely is not
caveats.
guaranteeing. Okay, well look, I am running off the assumption that Galahad is still in Friedekin. He never leaves, I don't know why he wouldn't be. So I sent a message to him, same day delivery, or day at 1 day delivery. It will beat us there.
What if he's dead?
Well, if he's dead, then we don't have entry and we're screwed, aren't we? But this is the best I can do right now. It beats going there without anything in mind. At least now we have the idea that they might let us in if we mention Galahad. The problem is that the only way I can get Galahad off of his fucking machinations, sure, is if I told him I wanted to essentially test out of being an apprentice. When I started this whole thing, he had sent me out to build something to impress him. I believe I might have that in the form of, and Gearfried's gonna like pull up his sleeve and show where like those lines are, where that like those strips he installed under his skin. I believe I might have done something that would warrant that, but not entirely confident. Fortunately, that is like the key word that will get him to let us in. Because he takes artifice seriously, and if I'm challenging him, he's not going to turn that down.
Oh. Finally, a professional artificer that I can talk shop with.
Well, there might also be another thing. Galahad, he is... I'm not guaranteeing help from him, but he is someone who knows a lot about artifice. He might have been visited by a gentleman with a robotic leg. He might be a hint to Ramos. Maybe he's done work for him in the past. Have a way to track him? It'd be weird and coincidental, but weirder things have happened.
Mm-hmm. Well then, Ceres downs like knocks back her 2 breakfast beers. Like, we should be going then.
And Gearfried is going to look at Zarya, and he's just going to like jump scare a little bit, and like, God, Conator's Warhammer, what happened to you?
I just didn't sleep well last night. That's all. Do I need to roll deception for that? She didn't sleep at all.
That didn't sound like a lie.
Would be not well. I would argue that not sleeping is not well.
Gearfried's going to look at you and just be like, you shouldn't make a habit of that. You look like death.
I can't help that I didn't sleep well last night, so...
We're all gonna die eventually. At least she's getting a head start.
Well, try not to do it in Karnath. Once you're dead, you're still working.
I'm fine, don't worry.
Work till you're dead doesn't really apply here. Alright. Levin, is there anything you need to accomplish here in Aether before we shove off?
Levin takes a moment and literally checks his backpack, checks his bolts, the cases. I'll need to replenish 1 case.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you need to replenish with it? Or which case do you need to replenish?
Just crossbow bolts, 15 of them, just to fill out, one of the 2 cases of lethal bolts he carries.
All right. You would easily be able to find those.
Yep, I'll do the bookkeeping end.
Gotcha. And for the rest of you, before you begin to make your way out, is there anything you'd like to do?
No. Ceres is ready to move on.
How far away is Friedekin from Aether?
I'm going to say it's about a 4-day journey.
Okay, as we're getting ready to shove off, Gearfried is just going to sort of talk to whoever is choosing to sit shotgun at this juncture, and just kind of look at them and be like, all right, so being that last time when I used every bit of magic I had to see if we were being spied on, let's just go with the assumption that whatever force was spying on us was doing so to get to Melee, because I feel like we would have run into trouble by now if that weren't the case. I'm not going to be using my magic or my artifice to see if we're being looked at. I think it's probably a safe assumption to figure that we could be looked at, so don't speak openly about important subjects, and otherwise just communicate with the idea that we might have someone peeking.
Sure, whatever.
We're gonna get her back, Ceres.
Sure we are. Sure we are.
I feel like we've accomplished quite a few impressive things since I've come to know every one of you, and a lot of those things were less impressive than rescuing a bodyguard.
We still haven't found one limpy old man.
Well, we'll get there.
Sure we will.
For shits and giggles, Gearfried, go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Let's see how much you believe it.
Sounds like it should be a deception check.
I mean, what would you feel you need to... And as that's happening, and as Gearfried is attempting to sell you on this position of positivity, you would be able to start making your way out of the tavern. You are paid up and make your way
I rolled
to
a 17
Carpe
on
Diem.
that. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't realize I was muted. And my thing wasn't reacting. I'm gonna double. I think when you reset the board, let me do a mock strength check really quick.
So with a 17,
Okay, there it goes.
were you rolling persuasion?
I was
or
rolling
deception?
persuasion.
Okay.
I was rolling persuasion, and it was a 13 with a +4 to persuasion, so 17.
Yep. So at least Gearfried believes his words. Take that as you will.
Gearfried might just be in like a positive mood because we are going to his hometown, and he is kind of like, finally something like normal.
Now, random question. Who is carrying unconscious Fennec to Carpe Diem?
We have a
I
big
probably
giant.
would be. Yeah, just because, big lady.
Fair. Listen, I figured I checked. I don't know if that's part of your union contract.
I don't have one.
That was meant more for Gearfried.
Gearfried,
Oh,
Gearfried
it's-
is just operating on the idea that Zarya would grab him because he is small and she is big. So, and Gearfried was
Yeah, he's
getting
like
the
a
cruiser ready.
sack of potatoes.
Quite literally.
Grab him by his belt, carry him like a suitcase.
As
Just let me know when I need to roll the Constitution saves that at any point. Also, it'd just be really funny to me if just like in the middle of carrying him, I see that fucking thing and just
Well,
drop him.
Funny you
Walk
say
away.
that. Go ahead and
Oh,
give me
well.
that Constitution saving throw.
Okay. At second level, do I get a thing?
Second
third.
level,
He's already
your speed
third.
is halved, and you do have disadvantage on ability checks. So you would be rolling at you wouldn't be rolling this at disadvantage until your next level.
Okay. Okay, I was a 10.
All right. With a 10, you just pass, but in your exhausted state, for a moment, an individual within the crowd looks eerily familiar, walking through the city. But as soon as she came, she was gone.
I think like anyone with a high enough perception would notice Daria just kind of staring off in that distance, in that direction, as she's walking.
And you are free to move to Carpe Diem and begin your journey.
I guess
All
I'm
right,
driving.
No, Gearfried was already in the driver's seat. We can switch
Oh,
off.
right, yeah. Oh, sorry.
It's gonna be about a 4 days journey. Be on guard. We might be, ambushed like we were last time, but this time we're prepared. Right? Everyone's got what they need. Gearfried's gonna look over at Fennec and then over at Cirrus. I would what's a polite word of saying this? Appropriate his broom if I were you. He's not going to be using it. At least not while you have him unconscious like that.
Cool.
And Gearfried will start the cruiser. Off we go.
Yeah, Ceres is just kind of brooding in a corner of the Carpe Diem, staring out the window.
As you begin to make your way out of or towards the gateway, heading more towards the northeast, you're
Well,
approaching
we're
the
heading south. I think we're supposed to be heading south southeast. That's where Friedekind is in relation to Ader.
Okay, gotcha. I thought it was more northwest, but it's been a while since I checked out that map, so it's down there. Gotcha. So you are heading southwest. I apologize, or southeast. I apologize. And the gate itself is closed, heading towards the south. You see a guard standing on duty. They do not seem keen on opening.
Gearfried pulls up. We need to be leaving the city. If you could open up the gates, please.
Fortunately, no, we cannot allow anybody to leave at this time. We are under a emergency situation.
What's the emergency situation?
Well, we appreciate your patience, and we will let you know when there's any changes.
But you can't just lock the doors and not give us a reason.
Clearly, we can.
Gearfried's going to turn to the rest of the group and be like, anyone have any bright ideas?
How many guards are here?
2.
Ceres just kind of looks at like Gearfried and Levin, then just kind of looks at the 2 guards and like, eh?
We need the gate to be open, Ceres.
Can I see, like, how, is there a mechanism to the gate? Is it just, like, 2 big doors?
Give me a perception check. For the most part, holistically, what you'd easily be able to make out is it is 2 large doors, but they are metallic, and
Oh.
there is also a barricade. But this is more to find out more of the minute details. With the
I
8,
rolled an 8.
you're not able to really distinguish more than just the large, thick piece of wood that is kind of binding the door shut. That looks like it requires both of them to lift.
Sarah just kind of looks like at that, looks at the gate for a second, and then just looks at the two guards, and then looks at Levin and Gearfried, and like,
You already have a bed.
You said this gate was closed. Is that true for the rest of the city?
Yes, we are not allowing any to leave at this time.
that's
Under whose
Weird.
authority?
That would be the king.
How long
So,
until we can leave?
Caius the Third.
Indeed. And on that
So-
comment, I would like everybody to roll, anybody who's paying attention to roll an insight check.
Mhm. Sorry, it was a
Fair.
gnat.
well, you roll at disadvantage, so
I do.
You do.
Yep.
This
This
is a
is
skill
exhaustion.
check. Yep.
you were exhausted. All your skill checks are disadvantage.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
going-
Yes.
I'm going to pop a
That's bad,
flash
'cause
of
that's
genius
good.
to add 5 to that roll.
Alrighty.
Here is.
So
Oh. Well,
Ultimately-
hey, I still rolled alright.
you do need a 15 or better to be able to identify this, which it looks like you all have passed. You notice that at the mention of Caius the Third and his response to, yep, it is not a very confident answer, nor is that was the told answer, it seems like. So it's not like he kind of believes it, it's just what he was told to say in a sense.
Pardon me. Once the gates are opened, where will the announcement take place?
We will be spreading word, the gates themselves will spread wide before you.
How long until we can leave?
I don't
them?
much care for the tone in which you've just answered me. Who is your commanding officer?
His name is Eliria.
And where is he located at this time, to your knowledge?
I don't know, I am here.
Fine. Then where is your command post?
Center of the city.
Take care. And Levin's gonna turn on his heel, military style, and start walking away.
Alrighty. What would the rest of you be doing?
Turning the cruiser around, I guess, and turn to the rest of the group and be like, "All right, so," I like slowly pulling away, presumably going back to the tavern we were just at, and be like, "All right, so what's the plan here? I doubt any of us want to stay, and the faster we leave, the better it is for us. Has
How-
anyone got any plans?"
How high is the wall?
I'm going to say about 25 feet.
Okay. How heavy is the car?
Yes.
I do have enlarge reduce prepared today.
Okay.
Oh god, why are you making me do maths I don't want to do? Alright.
We
It does
could,
target
in that
creatures.
case, reduce the car and climb the wall.
And large
And
reduce, I believe
leave.
only works on living things. Well, on creatures.
Okay. Then we can do.
Wait, no.
How much
Enlarge
is-
reduce. Enlarge reduce works on objects.
Oh, I stand correct.
Yeah. You cause a creature
shrink
or an
the car.
object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration. Choose either a creature or an object that is neither worn nor carried. If the target is unwilling, it makes a con save. On a success, the spell has no effect. If a target is it's a creature, reduce the target size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal. The reduction decreases its size by one category from medium to small, for example, until the spell ends. The target also has advantage, just throws and all that shit. So yeah, I can cast it on the Carpe Diem, but it'd basically be like a big sled.
As
Yeah,
a small reminder, Atura is preparing for war. Gentle reminder. Scaling a wall could lead to interesting effects. I'm not trying to dissuade you, just trying to remind you they are actively preparing for war. And yes, your death is helpful.
But so
Continue on.
okay, so
Fun.
follow-up question is okay, we might maybe find a space that is less patrolled, track patrols. I don't know, maybe. What would 1/8 of the car's weight be?
The size of Carpe Diem, it is more of like a barge-like vehicle, so I'm gonna say that it is easily anywhere between 2 to 5 tons.
I just looked up the weight of the average minivan, and it says 4,700 pounds.
Listen, I wasn't too far off. 2 to 5 tons. Nope,
Yeah,
I was
okay,
far
so
off.
minivan would
Sorry.
be about just over 2 tons.
Yep. I'm just within range, but ultimately, yeah. So reduced 1/8 of 2 tons is math I don't want to do. So I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I'm gonna say
250 pounds.
It's 500 pounds.
there we go.
1/8
Thank you.
of 2 tens is 500 pounds. Still a lot.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
so we get.
either way, it's gonna be a challenge.
We've
Let me
got
just
it.
check one thing. I'm gonna just see Fennec's spell list real quick. Alright. He does not know fly, so flying is not
Zarya
a
can
potential.
push dragon lift 780 pounds.
There you go.
And Fennec has the broom.
Fennec has the broom of flying, yep. So, I'm hearing ramblings of a plan. What would you like to do? Or continue to plot and plan, and I'll give you about 5 minutes. Or however long you need.
Well, if we have a way of turning both Zarya and the cart invisible, we can have her scale a wall and then drag it up using a chain and then
Yeah.
I mean, I
lower it
don't
on the other
even
side.
I don't even know if I would need invisibility because my stealth is +8.
You're not.
But I do
You're
have
currently
advantage.
you're currently exhausted. There will be patrols.
And
There
stealth
is also-
does not make you invisible. It just means you're good at hiding.
She would also
Yeah,
have to be able to do
well-
it in the span of 60 seconds because that's how long
Yeah, no,
enlarged
we are
boots
not
last.
gonna risk. Yep,
It'll
invisibility,
last a
please.
minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, duration up to
Yeah.
a minute.
Cool. Well, Ceres can make up to 4 people invisible.
Gearfree can fly on his own. But I need to be concentrating on large reduce. I have my boots of flying.
I have.
Okay, if that
I think I actually have just a climbing speed.
Of course, if we can't find a spot to climb over and not get spotted, the whole thing's a moot point. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
there is that.
Oh, did it twice. Cool.
Hey, Zarya, how long do those wings of yours last?
That's a wonderful question.
Wait, but Zarya's a monk. She can literally run up a wall.
Yeah,
Well,
Well,
the
not
thing
right
is
now.
push, pull, drag. You're going to be moving at half speed
Hmm.
at best.
I could get a grip hold on something and probably
Well, I'm assuming your
one
grip would be on the cart reduced.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
think
for
it would
sure
take you a
try
minute to
that.
scale a wall and then back down.
If I hate to be the one to move directly to violence, but there were only 2 of those guards, and I think Saris was thinking what I think she was thinking.
Till
The
the end of
violence.
my turn.
All
So
right.
I think that's just a second.
Yeah,
6
6
seconds,
seconds.
but it's not going to be long enough.
The timing
Yeah.
will
Not
be
with
too
your
tight.
reduced
Outside of
movement
combat, I
speed.
can basically just glide and that's it.
Yeah, you have but your reduced movement speed is the detriment at the moment.
And DM,
Yeah.
what did I forgot to ask at the time, but what did I make of the gate? Did that seem like a simple mechanism that Gearfried would have been able to decipher?
Let me double check what you had gotten on that.
I didn't roll
roll.
for it. Saris did.
All right, so go ahead and give me a quick perception check.
Okie dokie.
I mean, if we can get the gate open,
That's nature. That's nature. I don't know why I wanted perception. There we go.
All right, what is your?
Hey!
There we go. You would notice that there seems to be a mechanism at the top, and it looks as if, upon like a close inspection, as you use your mechanized seeing contraptions to zoom in that slight degree, like a Disney mad scientist character, you would be able to notice a small bar going across the very top of the gates.
A what going across? You cut
A
out
small
little bit.
metallic bar that is kind of going in between the 2 gates.
And it looks like it needs some weight to operate. I imagine I can't just send Cogfried up there.
You could certainly try, but even with the 21, you're not able to gauge what you can't see.
Okay, looks like they've got a simple lever mechanism that operates the gate, lowers it, raises it, I assume. I can get up there, lower the gate, but I'm gonna need someone to push Carpe Diem through, or at least pilot it through.
I could probably get up there and operate the lever, send you through.
That would also be helpful.
if you can line up Carpe Diem to the exit, I can get a fog cloud going to confuse anyone that would try to stop you from opening the gate.
I could certainly get up there unseen.
Well, do you think we're going to be dealing with the guards in any other capacity beyond just sneaking by with a fog cloud?
Well, the fog cloud is more of obscuring their vision, so once they inevitably call out for help,
Once the
They
gate
won't.
starts opening, they're going to raise an alarm.
and that's just it.
But once the gate starts opening, you run through it. It doesn't even have to be open all the way, just wide enough for Carpe Diem to go through, so push through at the moment you think you can squeeze through with Carpe Diem.
DM, does it seem like Fennec would be conscious enough to be able to operate Carpe Diem so much as to just drive forward?
I'd like to say yes, but unfortunately, he was chloroformed.
Some help he'll
God
be.
damn it.
All right.
I did we had to
So
that.
who's going to operate the gate?
I will.
Who's
If
going
that leaves
to?
you on driving.
All right. Zarya and Gearfried's gonna look at Zarya's very exhausted state, and he's just gonna say, "Try to be ready in case they recognize someone sneaking by. Saris might need help."
Yeah. Don't worry.
All right.
How tall is the wall?
25 feet.
25 feet.
25 feet? Okay. Oh, that's not so bad. Shit, it's 25 feet? I can jump up to it. I have the boots of striding and springing. I
Okay.
almost literally jumped 30 feet in every direction. So, thought it was slower. Yeah, Ceres will, like, let everyone know, like, wait for this, the signal. When the door starts opening, pass on through.
All right. So now, you would notice that at the top of the gate, the doors themselves are metal, but similar to the way that a castle would function, there are the tops where patrolmen would be standing. So that would be the area that you would have to jump to. There's a small house at the very top that might house the lever to unseal the gates from the top.
I will. I'm going to walk since.
Real quick, Gearfried, do you
Yep.
want to hold the spell in reserve in case we need to address the situation, or do you want to let Ceres fly so that she can catch up to the DM if we speed out?
No, I have a plan for.
Well,
Understood.
I can, Ceres, if you want to save your spells for invisibility, I can cast fly on you.
Oh, no.
I have that capability.
It's fine. I've got this covered. I'm honestly just looked at the wall. This is gonna be much easier than I initially planned.
All right, then I guess I can prepare. I have something in reserve, and Gearfried is going to He's
You
going to
focus on
prepare-
getting-
He's gonna prepare pyrotechnics at a second level.
Okay.
Similar
Noted.
thing. I'm gonna use it to. The spell is the name. I know pyrotechnics. I can use it to make a cloud of smoke.
Gotcha. Just make sure to take off the spell slot.
I am, and I will put it in the where'd it go? There it go.
Because, yep, unfortunately, preparing a spell, you still use the spell slot even if you don't cast a spell.
Yep, that's fine. I just have it like prepped into my gauntlet, ready to fire at the nearest chance that, things get hairy. I'm gonna create a giant plume of smoke
Noted.
to obscure their vision.
So, Ceres,
Or not a plume, a cloud.
would you like to start jumping now?
Well, Ceres is actually gonna walk away from the Carpe Diem. Walk like half a block away, and while she's walking, just kind of like away so the guards don't necessarily see her doing this. Cast invisibility on herself, and
Okay.
then she'll get a little bit of a running start and jump up on top of the wall.
As you jump, go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Oh, goody. Dexterity or acrobatics or athletics?
I'll allow acrobatics.
Okay.
You might have to balance the landing.
Specifically, because
Yeah.
as you jump up, you are going to notice that as you're heading down, there are 4 guards who are asleep up in the path at the very top of the gate. So we're going to
So-
see if you jump on any one of them.
Before I roll, I feel like I should ask, do we have any inspiration?
I believe you had 2 inspiration remaining.
Cool. Good to know. 19.
You narrowly miss landing on an individual, and you land relatively lithely. You notice that as you turn to look towards where the house is that might house the mechanism, you see that the door is shut.
Please. Okay. Oh yeah, I can just do that at will, so I don't even waste a spell slot. Cool. I will approach the door and I will check to see if it's locked. Actually, no. First, before I do that, I'm gonna listen in, see if I hear anybody on the inside.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. $27.
With a 27, you are able to hear that the room itself is empty.
Cool. Then I check the door for to see if it's locked.
It is locked.
I will use my thieves' tools to open said door.
As you attempt, you notice that your thieves' tools won't fit through the hole, as if it's magically sealed.
Balls. Well then, put my thieves' tools away. Look back behind me at the sleeping guards for a second. Shrug. I'm going to, very carefully, but my order of operations is to cast Dispel Magic on the door, and then immediately recast Invisibility.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Cool. Okay. We've been gone something. 28.
Well, damn. With the 28,
Okay, this is what Ceres does. She
you
goes
are-
to places she's not allowed.
you've gotten kind of good at casting magic under your breath, so much so that it almost sounds like soothing to these sleeping individuals who are about to get recruited for an elite unit.
ASMR.
But you are able to dispel the magic on the door. The door is now unlocked.
Cool. I will let myself in.
And you see a lever that is in the center of the room.
Are there like any windows in this room, like little arrow slits or anything?
There are windows, but not to be used from the outside in, to be used from the inside out. So it's one of those things that you would be able to aim out, but they have nothing prepared to shoot in.
Well, yeah, I'm not looking to shoot. I'm just like looking to poke out, look through the arrow slits to see if I can see my friends already.
Yes, you would be able to see them.
Cool. In that case, I will pull the lever. Start opening the gate.
As you pull the lever, everyone quite is going to hear an audible "Loonk" as a arm from within the door kind of drops. And now the only thing stopping the door from opening is the wooden thing that is currently blocking the two doorways.
You mean a crossbar?
So ultimately, yeah, it was just basically a bar within the door as a secondary measure, just in case somebody took out the guards.
Okay.
Like on our side or on the outside?
Inside.
Yeah,
Meaning,
the inside,
like,
otherwise-
literally the inside of the door, so it goes in between the two metal door frames.
Oh, so there's a
Uh-oh.
metal bar that was inside the door.
Yep.
Okay, so now so there's still a wooden crossbar on the
Outside where the rest of the group is.
on the interior of the city, exterior of the door.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
How do we get rid of
Did the
that?
guards hear that?
Yes. So you do notice their
Oh.
ears perk up. The guards who are sleeping, let me just roll a couple of quick Constitution saving throws.
Constitution.
Ah.
Wouldn't
You
that be
see-
like perception?
Perception with disadvantage. They're unconscious.
Fair enough. They are rolling shit anyway, so that one is asleep. Asleep.
These are
Yep.
some shit guards.
Oh, look!
Listen. Wait, that wasn't a disadvantage. Asleep.
Ah,
So ultimately, they stay asleep the entire time. The two guards that are in front of the party, or the rest of the party, I should say, are alerted. So they are looking up to see what's going on.
What do we do? What are we supposed to do?
Ceres will look over, see that the party isn't moving and the guards are looking alert. So she'll pull out her hand crossbow.
Okay.
And I assume I count as an unseen attacker
You would.
because I'm invisible at the moment.
Gearfried is going to.
Ooh, wait. I will cast Hypnotic Pattern.
You're breaking up.
1 second.
Also, am I okay?
She's
I tuned
dead!
out for a little,
All right.
tuned out for a little bit. What is going?
I will
I'm
cast
driving.
Hypnotic Pattern on the guards.
Alrighty. That is a wisdom saving throw, correct?
DC 15.
Alright. So
I feel like these guys are not so.
Ah,
succeeds.
Can we use Can we use inspiration to make
No.
some reroll?
Nope.
Yeah.
Unless you
that's not how it
well,
works.
hold on. I think Fennec is going to use if he
Lucky?
has silvery bar. He's going to use a silvery barbs. Ah, he's asleep.
That
I
would
can't
only
even
affect
do
one
that.
of 'em.
Sorry.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
Gearfried's going to let go of pyrotechnics, and the smoke is going to appear and heavily obscure the area.
Okay. So they are both alerted. They are now obscured in vision. What would you guys like to do? Because you have about, I'm going to say you have one free action before some sort of initiative gets rolled.
Okay. So is the bar on our side or on the other side?
On
It's
your
on my
side.
side.
It wouldn't do any good on the outside of a wall.
Yeah. So do we just go remove it and then the wall will come up, or what?
So you
have
could,
to.
once you remove the bar, you can push the doors open.
And how
Okay,
heavy is
I'll-
the bar? Does it look? Is it like a giant fucking bar, or is it just like a?
It's a giant piece of wood. I'm gonna say
It's meant to hold against the siege.
I'm gonna say it's at least 500 to 1,000 pounds, give or take.
Oh
Okay.
no, they
So
And that's
what's an eighth-
that's
what-
me
what's an
not
eighth-
knowing
what-
how much wood weighs.
What's an eighth of 1,000 pounds?
I hate math right
Uh,
now. I'm gonna say about 200. I'm gonna say about 250
125.
pounds. Thank you. I was off by
125?
half. I went a
125.
quarter.
Gearfried could probably lift 125. My strength isn't
well.
not
Well, the
great.
thing is, it's
really
once
bad
you reduce
actually,
It
but
once you reduce it in size, it probably won't fit in the crossbars, and it'll just fall out anyway. You won't even have to lift it.
oh, true. Yeah.
Or at the very least, it would make ramming. Okay, are the gates like full, like open, like doors, or does it go up?
They're doors.
They're doors. They push
If it's a
open.
crossbar, they have to fold. They have to fold inward.
Or
Yeah.
you basically push them outward. They're normal doors.
Can we ram the gate with if it gets
No,
shrunk down?
that's a bad idea. He said they were metal. Heavy
Okay.
metal doors with a metal bar in between. Those things, they're probably like light to push on their hinges, but I wouldn't want to hit
I
them.
mean, once it gets reduced.
Oh,
Well,
that's
you're not
just the
reducing.
crossbar. They're just-
Yeah, you're not reducing the door. You're reducing the crossbar, which would cause the crossbar to drop
That's what I mean.
theoretically. Yeah, the crossbar's wood. The doors are metal.
DM, real quick.
Yep.
How wide are each of the doors? Like, if one were removed, would Carpe Diem be able to get through that space?
Yes.
Gearfried, reduce one door, and we could
Oh,
just
yeah,
knock it
so-
over.
That'll work. All right, Gearfried is going to use his action to look at how about this, Zarya? You drive the Carpe Diem as Gearfried is going to use his full action and bonus action dash to spend this turn getting as close as he can because he's going to rush into the door and once he gets close enough, cast enlarge reduce, and I believe the range on that is second level. Range is 30 feet.
Alrighty. Now, is pyrotechnics, the cloud of smoke that you made, still in effect, or was that already dissipated?
That
minute.
lasts. Let me double check. But it's a second level spell.
Lasts for a minute.
Okay, so
Yes.
it would have already dissipated, so you would be able to go to the door. The guards are going to be aware and see you as you cast your spell, so if you are trying to be subtle about it, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Well, you said I only had one action. I would be using my. The intent is to cast Enlarge Reduce. I'm using my action, my bonus action to dash.
Well, currently you're not in combat unless you actually want to go in a turn-by-turn order, which I'm not currently initiating combat right this second.
Oh.
But after
yeah.
you do cast your spell, you are either going to have to deal with the situation, or because the others would have a free round, or combat will ensue. So as you cast that, you
Oh,
cast
boy.
Enlarge Reduce, you would hear a creaking sound as the door begins to kind of compress on itself, reducing in size before kind of falling over off to the side, only suspended by the crossbar.
I gun it, I guess.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
Yeah, gotta get the
Yeah.
part through.
as you continue
You heard,
on,
like, she guns it.
go ahead and give me a vehicle, a land vehicle check. At disadvantage.
God.
dice.
Oh boy. What roll is that?
That's going to be a
Is it
d20
D20?
plus your dexterity modifier, plus your proficiency bonus if you are proficient with land vehicles.
I am, so that is a +8 to this, but disadvantage, and I'm just gonna roll the little things.
Use an
So-
inspiration if the first roll's nice.
It didn't let me do. Okay, I'll just do another one.
Well, that
Oh,
would
no,
be a
that's
16.
That's worse. Yeah. Okay, so the first one's a 16, and that's a little lower.
With a 16, you are able to get through, but all parties involved would hear the as Carpe Diem is scratched along the full length by the door.
Oh, we're
My
having a
baby!
Galaxy Quest moment.
Can someone grab Gearfried as we're passing? Or can I grab him? Just like reach a hand out and
I mean, considering he's in the way.
or just jump, Gearfried. I'll catch you.
Gearfried has boots of flying. Gearfried's just going to do a cool action hero flip and land into the passenger seat.
Okay, there you go.
It's not really a
Alright.
flip
Yeah.
though, because he's really relying on the boots to do the flying there. But he's it looks cool, and that's all that matters.
Okay, yeah, taking off. What is Saris do? When do we get Saris? Do I just gun it or do I stop for Saris?
She said to keep going. She has her own way back.
Okay. Zarya's gunning it then.
And with that,
Real quick.
go ahead.
Trickster swap?
No. She's gonna open the door. And are the guards still sleeping?
After all that, no, they are not still sleeping.
Okay, well. Does the door lock from the inside?
Does not.
Interesting. And there are arrow slits facing outward, I assume.
Yes.
Otherwise, this is a shitty defensive measure. I'm just gonna wait for the Carpe Diem to move into my vision,
Okay.
and then I will cast Dimension Door onto the Carpe Diem.
Okay. So as Carpe Diem is driving, I'm assuming like a manifestation of a door appears within Carpe Diem, and you just step out casually.
Yep, pretty much.
Awesome. Okay.
Given the
gunning.
change in momentum, Levin will have his hand out ready to grab Saris.
Yeah, I imagine you just like pick a point in the direction we're traveling,
The
and
door appears slightly above the carpe diem, and she just drops onto it.
Right, cool.
And with a thump, you are all reassembled, avoided
is
the
leaning over,
conflict.
casting mending on the sides of the carpe diem.
Not the fucking time.
I need to take care of this. It's going to bother me. It's
Make
just
it
going to
fucking go faster instead of fixing the fucking scratch.
I can't make it go any faster. Just drive.
This is a shit car.
Gilfried, eyes up. You said this was a 4-day journey. You can fix this later.
Fine. Gifford's going to then shift positions with Zarya and just be angry as he's driving forward because he's annoyed that he has to fix the vehicle again.
Are we being followed?
You are not being followed. At least not that you know of. But you did
Mm,
cause
yeah,
a pretty
that's
big scene.
that.
You did cause a pretty big scene.
I mean,
Yeah, I
their
think
big problem
once
right now is
Gilfried-
putting their door back on.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I think-
Specifically, everybody except for Ceres caused a fairly big scene. Between the pyrotechnics, the shrinking door, etc., etc.
Yeah, I think once Gearfried and Zarya switch, I think she will make a perception check just to make sure no one's following them with disadvantage.
Please,
Let
thank
me
you.
know,
probably
I'm gonna try.
already checking ahead.
We are fine. We're in the clear. We're totally good. It's fine. Fuck me. I'm
Ceres
doing
will
this to
take
myself.
time. Ceres is going to take this time in her brooding corner to carve her name into the side of the interior of Carpe Diem.
Oh, I'm giving you inspiration for that.
That's
Sarah
scary.
ceases behavior at this immediate juncture.
I would like to roll stealth so
Yeah. I will allow it.
Gearfried doesn't see it until after we've stopped moving.
Nah, he won't see this until... roll your stealth to find out if he sees it until his next...
So he glances
Inspection.
back and sees what's going on. Yeah, okay.
Because he'll find it eventually. Let's just find out how eventually.
No, she's not even trying. She's not necessarily trying to hide that it exists. She's just trying to hide that she's doing it right now.
Oh, that's what I
Levin
figured.
hears it passively.
Because he usually does like a daily inspection of the vehicle to see what he needs to fix.
Oh yeah. There's no
So-
illusion that she could hide this forever.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't worry.
Even 24
I-
hours.
Gearfried doesn't know this is happening, but Brandon definitely knows how Gearfried will get his revenge.
Oh god.
Got some tinkering to do.
Brandon
Now,
will remember.
I
Levin,
guess we're getting that dagger of return.
hearing the scratching passively, what is your just internal reaction? I'm just kind of curious. Are you
Gearfried?
chuckle? No, Levin. Are you just chuckling to yourself internally, or
Nope. He is currently serene.
okay?
This is the usual chaos for the group.
With that, you are able to escape Arthur and begin to head south towards a village that,
Free to kill.
or an area that is possibly under conscription.
Oh no. Okay, shit. Alright. Well, I guess we're driving for as long as we can, but we will have to post up for the night at some point.
Indeed. So I'm going to say you'd be able to get about... I'm assuming you're going to push it until you can't anymore, which is quite literally until the sun is so dark that you can't see.
Okay.
And you would be able to make it camp.
Alright. I'll stay up for first watch. Anyone want to stay up with me?
Ceres will take first and second watch.
I'll take third.
Levin will take second and third.
All right. And as we set up for camp, Gearfried will, usually I figure when we're doing watch, Gearfried's just kind of like sitting idly on the hood of the DM and just kind of like keeping an eye out. So Gearfried's just going to post up there, and if Saris is the one on watch with him, Gearfried's going to occasionally crack a intentionally very shitty joke to try and get Saris to make fun of him. Because Gearfried kind of knows the general vibe. Gearfried is the youngest of his brothers, so like he's been in that position where it's like sometimes you just need to like shit talk somebody to not pay attention to anything else, and he knows that Saris is kind of pissed off about the whole Melee situation. So just doing that.
Interesting. Saris will probably not really rise to the bait at the moment. She'll just brood in her own way. And occasionally carve a dagger into her arm.
Okay.
Would
Noted.
Gearfried notice the self-harm?
She keeps her cloak pulled over her, so you can't really see. She's just kind of sitting down, like knees kind of propped up and arms, hands resting on the knees, and she's just got one hand from inside the cloak, just jabbing into her arm with a dagger.
Okay, well, Gearfried doesn't notice that he doesn't notice it, but jeez, okay.
He's trying to hide it. You could.
So I'd say
can I
that's
roll
an. I would say that's an open invitation for a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Completely oblivious. Okay.
Don't you love it when the dice hate you?
Yeah.
Dice tell a story.
Okay.
Listen,
so,
it works. She's just very stealthy. I mean, it is how Saris built her character. It makes sense cinematically. So as this goes on, first off, everybody go ahead and give me a perception check for the general watch.
I would say I'm not, even on the watches I'm not taking the watch for, I'm pretending to be asleep. So can I also roll perception?
Okay.
Or would
You
I
know,
could roll
if you take
deception?
if you take another level of exhaustion, you will have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay, here's the thing.
Collectively-
I, as the player, don't want to do that, but the character would.
Okay, just checking.
I mean, someone needs to snap her out of this, but she's not going to do it.
All right.
Would I roll deception to pretend to sleep?
I would say yes, just in case anybody is monitoring you. Meaning, like, just noticing you're overly tired.
Okay, I'll roll it in if anyone wants to investigate it. You can. So -2. Wow, she is doing a terrible job. She is.
No one
pretending
believes
to
that you're
nod.
asleep.
She is pretending to snore.
You're
I-
that child that's going.
At this point, Zarya literally has a saw in her hand and is working on a log.
Yes.
Saris,
Am I able to chloroform Zarya?
You
No, I
can try.
Poisoned her.
I can't poison her. Remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah, big chloroform. Aha.
I wasn't
As-
even talking
as-
about that.
as Gearfried and Saris are keeping watch, Gearfried will at one point just kind of look back towards the very loud and very fabricated snores and then just say to Saris, Why is Zarya pretending to sleep?
Don't know. I don't
Is something?
really get sleep anyway, so it's always been
All
weird.
right.
But
Here now, if I forgot.
she looks terrible, so clearly sleep's important.
Right. She said she didn't get much sleep last night.
Judging by the way
Gifford's
she's
going.
performing.
Gifford's going to. Gifford's going to stand up and he's going to say, "I'll talk to her." And Gifford's going to mosey on over, and he's going to walk over to where she's sleeping, stand about 10 feet away, and say, "You're not very convincing. Just off the bat, you can stop pretending. If you're not going to sleep, don't sleep. There's no need for the theater."
Ceres will,
And she thinks about it for a second.
Ceres will sort of raise her voice to be heard. Like, also, you're starting to suck in combat. You should get some sleep before you get us all killed.
Mm. I think she was like starting to sheepishly like sit up to like address that, and then hears that comment and just kind of goes white in the face a little bit.
As that happens, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh, this would be a lovely, lovely, lovely time for that.
Oh, I love
wait, that
when
was
you
with
all give me
disadvantage on
fun
accident.
things like this to exploit.
No, it is at disadvantage. You're still rolling at disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's for save.
Well, no, not.
Well, no,
yeah,
not
she'll
saving
have
throws yet.
disadvantage on- Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
That would be
it
next
was an
turn.
accident, but it's a 16.
With a 16, you are fine to go to sleep. Nothing comes to mind.
I just having some trouble getting to sleep. I didn't want to worry anyone. That is kind of a bold place to lie, so I will roll deception on that. Yeah. Yeah.
Gearfried will, I guess, can I roll insight?
Certainly.
Okay, so I rolled shitty, but still better than that. So Gearfried will see the obvious deflection and say, "Look, regardless of what you've got going on, it's important that you take care of yourself. So just try to get some rest. There's no need to pretend. If you can't, just say you can't, and we'll work on that. Figure out. I'm sure I've got some magic that I can create
It's
that
fine.
will.
I'm not. I'm just having some trouble getting it.
I know. I'm just saying. I probably have a spell I can find that can help you sleep better. In fact, I did that one where I made you.
I don't need that. I'm fine.
Okay. No, I'm not saying you need it. I'm just saying if the occasion arises where you feel that you could use the aid. I've got it. Get some sleep. And Gearfried's going to turn around and walk back over to the watch area with Ceres.
I think Zarya like turns back around and lays down, and thinks about going to sleep and just she wants to see her so bad. Maybe
Alrighty,
she'll
so-
see her in a dream.
Ultimately, are you going to be going to sleep?
I think she'll try. Maybe the dreams won't be as bad as she thinks they'll be.
Alrighty, noted. So the rest of the watch does continue to go on relatively uneventful. Is there anything you would like to do or talk about in that time being outside of self-mutilation?
Well, Ceres
You're
is talking
free-
about it, so
Gearfried would be telling Saris a lot of just general information about Friedekin, kind of the not necessarily the hierarchy, but just kind of like the district information, like stuff that she might find useful. And he would also kind of preface everything with like, and look, behave yourself around my parents. They're if we wind up visiting them, I would rather not because people are spying on us, but you know, if the occasion arises, please don't embarrass me.
First of all, you don't need my help doing that. Second, I probably won't be there for your meeting of your parents.
Well, I'd rather we not meet them, period. We're being actively
then-
spied upon.
Well,
But
I
also
don't-
in front of Galahad, he can be a force of personality. Just don't touch anything in his laboratory. He's very particular.
I assure you, if I touch anything, he won't notice.
Also, he has a large robotic monitor that maintains the entire factory. His name is Sentry, and he will rip your limbs off. I've seen him do it. He is perfectly capable of doing so.
Only if I'm caught, right?
I have never seen Sentry not notice something out of place.
Cool. Do you think Zarya could take Sentry?
I would rather not anger the man who I'm currently essentially I essentially threw the glove down. I'm currently at this jug, and Gearfried's going to pull out the emblem he used to have on one of his shoulders. And it's gonna go, this emblem right here, that's my master sigil. That means I'm working under him because I'm wearing it, or at least I should be. And I essentially told him, hey, I think I am capable now to work under my own name. So that's me essentially saying that I need him to verify that I'm good enough. So I'm trying to impress him. I would rather not break his things.
Why would you want me there?
We may need information from him. He works at Artifice, and he is one of the best, so he very likely knows, or at least has interacted with at some point, Ramos, assuming Ramos goes to the best and the brightest for his implements.
And your concern is that if you talk to him and ask him, he won't tell you anything? But he'll
No.
tell me.
That's separate. The entire reason we're being let into Friedekin in the first place, or at least I told him to, let the guards know that we're coming, is that I want to do this ceremony. And I can only really play that card once. Once I initiate that, that's it. So
Well, yeah,
that
but you
was
don't have to succeed. You just have to get us in. Whether you succeed
If
or
I-
fail doesn't matter.
Galahad is not a forgiving. He's not the forgiving type.
So?
He would rather flunk someone out if they fail at something like this than he would let them take the test
Okay.
again.
Well, then you leave, you take your little flying carriage, and you go off somewhere else and do your own thing. I'm confused as to why this matters.
It's Artificers talk. There's an entire network of people. If you're labeled
Sure.
shit by one of the greatest, then you're not going to get much business.
Can you make things that go boom?
Look, obviously there is an underground market for people, but I would rather be someone who works on esteem in their name than someone who gets by through sneaky underhanded measures. No offense.
I'm not offended. But so what? Either you're good or you're not, and eventually you make something that's good enough that people can't deny it, or you don't.
Look, there is honestly a little bit of pride involved in this. I've been working for Galahad for the past 6 years, and that man has only one time given me any positive feedback. That was on Cogfried. I need to fucking prove him wrong, because he has been nothing but a thorn in my... I need this.
Oh. I don't know anything about this particular set of emotions.
Think of it as indignant rage.
Oh, I do know that. But you're not going to kill him, so I'm confused.
No, he's likely going to do what he did when I was testing with him initially, and that was, well, little bit of a preface. The reason I went into the game of modifying my armor is because Galahad is a weaponsmith, and he liked to test the weapons on me. So, being able to defend myself became something of a must. I imagine there's going to be some kind of scrap. Usually he would send Sentry after me to test any modifications, but, you know. I imagine I can... But what I plan on doing is showing him the effects of my, and Gearfried's going to pull up the sleeve again, showing that little strip that he has, like, under his arms. If I can impress him with this, which I've never met an artificer that's ever done anything like this before, I feel like he might be able to recognize that it's both inspired and difficult and worth it.
I imagine if it's good enough, he'll even cut your arm off to study it.
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. He'd rather just he'd rather just try to outclass me in something different. No, try. He would. He's better than me in that. I'm not saying I'm any greater than he is. I'm just saying that I'm competent enough and wise and intelligent enough to actually call myself an artificer.
As this is going
Fair
on,
enough.
Levin, I saw that you had rolled your own perception check. What are you doing during this time?
That was when you made the request for the perception check for the watch.
Okay. Would you be in a trance right now, or are you also kind of staying?
He's getting rested. He's
Okay.
getting rested.
Alrighty. Zarya, you are currently asleep. So with this, is there anything major you two want to continue to talk about, or can we continue to the next watch?
Next watch.
Alright, so who is on the next watch?
Saris and
Levin
Levin, I
and
believe,
Zarya.
have second watch.
Alright. So Gearfried, you would be yawning as the next watch begins to move forward.
Alright, I'm going to bed. Gearfried's going to head off.
Can I, as he's leaving, steal my dagger back?
Do you know where he's keeping it?
I thought it was on his person.
Oh, well,
I'll
never tell.
I was going to say, I'm not sure where he's keeping it, so I would say you could certainly try. You could give me a sleight of hand check.
Well, if I don't see it on his person, I wouldn't go for it.
Okay, so without asking where it is, Gearfried, is it within line of sight?
If Gearfried's just hanging out with Saris, like, keeping watch, Gearfried's dressed relatively lightly, so no, it would probably be actually just in his... Gearfried honestly has forgotten about it at this point. It is just in his bag.
Cool. I'll get it back later.
No worries, I'll get it back. I love it. So with that, would anybody be waking Levin up, or Levin, are you just immediately up when you know it's your time?
Yeah, it's trancing. He's probably just getting up right for second watch.
Saris would throw like a pebble at him.
Thank you.
Well, now you know it's your time for watch. You're welcome.
Levin's gonna look towards Saris. Saris, how do you look right now after everything you've done to yourself?
She's... Well, she's still kind of like, sitting up like against a tree trunk. Knees up, one hand rested and the other hand kind of leaning over with the cloak pulled over her. So she looks like a figure, sort of like a head poking out of a small person-sized tent. There's probably some blood soaking through the left side of her cloak.
That one's fresh. What happened up there?
Gods. I had to kill a few before I got away.
Give me a moment. And Levin's gonna go to his bag and just get whatever bandage he can manage. He's just gonna
no, it's
toss a
fine.
roll at Ceres.
Oh, she'll catch that. It's like, all right, yep, cool. I can, I literally have magic.
And yet you're still bleeding.
I was just making sure we didn't need it for later. We get attacked in the middle of the night all the time. Wanted to be fresh.
If you want to conserve your magics, use the bandage.
Right. That's logical.
That said, are you alert enough for watch?
Yes?
That sounds like a question.
No, that was indignant agreement. Yes, I'm totally ready for watch.
Fine. And Levin's gonna go to the other side of the tree, post up with his back against it, sit down. Sarah, you're gonna hear a like a fire starter. Would you want one?
I've never tried. Sure.
He's gonna pass an unlit one to her. Need a hand with that?
I'm sure I can figure it out. I've seen you do it enough times.
Well, light inhale, draw it into your mouth. Don't try to bring it into your lungs.
All right. And yeah, Ceres is going to take up smoking.
There we go. Addictions all around.
So, what do you make of things?
Honestly, I feel like it's 50-50 we get out of Karnath alive.
So the last time I asked this question, you were a little more sour in mood.
What? No. I'm still as cheerful as always.
So, find Ramos, deliver package. What then?
Take Ramos back to Sean? I suppose?
Putting yourself in a position for an escort job. Ever the entrepreneur.
Would be nice to be back in Sean.
On that we agree.
I miss the regular pitter-patter of bodies on the ground.
And I miss not being a part of grand-scale politics.
That too. Though, I will say, been rethinking I love Sean, would love to stay there, but it is uncomfortably close to a lot of things I'd like to avoid.
Any of those things you're willing to talk about?
None of them you actually want to hear, I assure you.
This is more of, if you want to talk about it, I'll listen. And that's as far as that goes.
Eh, no, it's fine.
Fine.
Yep.
So,
Actually, brings up a good question, given, as I'm possibly in the market for new places to live. What's Valinor like? It's filled with elves. Sure, I could blend in. Maybe. I don't know. What's it like? Do I have a chance of blending in?
blending in wouldn't be difficult. Could probably make your way over to Teofelestis. That's the capital city.
Ooh.
Usually
Given
there
that,
are people looking to hire.
interesting. And I'm
If you're
just
willing to
going
work
to
under a house, House Lorender takes care of civic administrations.
I don't really do work for dragon marked houses if I can avoid it. And I'm thinking after this I should probably not really present myself to any of them ever again.
Well, then I'll say this much. If you're going to stay in one of the cities, you're going to be treated as though you were a child. It's a
Because
cultural thing.
I'm
You have to go through military service in order to be recognized as an adult outside of the cities. So if you were to take homage in a warband, you'd have to spend some time actually following orders.
cities it is.
I thought so. And when I
Besides,
say treated like a child, I mean outside of civic details, you wouldn't be able to take charge of anything. You'd be able to own property, you'd be able to engage in whichever relationships you like, but you wouldn't have a say in how things go with regards to anything outside of that.
I mean that's certainly appealing in its own way. It's a little bit. I leave them alone, they leave me alone.
You can find out the details if you decide to.
Well, there's a small chance we might. Well, if we escape Karnath and manage to get through the Talenta Plains without being eaten by a dinosaur, I'll have, a chance to sample the Valinor ambience.
So, given your predisposition for not liking the houses, which of the two do you have more of a problem with? Thorani or Fjarlin?
Fjarlin, probably. Yeah, I would say the Ronnie hasn't really done anything to me other than be a dragon marked house.
Well, they're both under the same house.
No, they're really not.
Well, I'll leave that as a story for a different time.
Indeed.
Get some actual rest, Saris.
I'll get there.
Once more, the
That's-
rest is relatively uneventful in the course of this watch. Is there anything you guys would like to do for the remainder of your watches?
Levin will keep to himself if Saris isn't, like, offering conversation after that point, because I'm pretty sure I pushed a button.
Yeah, she kind of clams up at that point.
Alright, as we shift into the third watch, who's on the third?
Levin and Zarya.
Mm,
Alright, Saris, what would you like to do? Are you going to sleep or are you going to meditate? Or a trance?
I mean, she trances.
Alrighty. Noted.
uh,
Yep.
I'm on this watch.
Mhm.
You are on this watch, yes.
Okay, question. Are my dreams bad? What do I roll for good or bad dreams?
Whether or not you have a nightmare, I would say go ahead and give me an even or an odd. So any die would work. Evens, you have good dreams. Odds, you have bad dreams.
Oh, wonderful. The saga continues. No more
Alrighty.
sleeping.
As this is going on, before I start describing your dream, so let me actually start here with the 9. You are tossing and turning the entire time. What you see is flashes of your worst failures. It's as if your brain spent and stored whatever mistake you, or rather Zarya, might have regretted. And it plays on a loop. So it's
I
not
think
as if
there's a
this...
few.
What's up?
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
I was going to say, it's not as if this is a magical effect or any going to enhance your exhaustion in any way, shape, or form. But
Yeah, no.
it is enough that it is jarring when you awake.
Yeah, I think like she is tossing and turning during that sleep, and just at the end of it, it's just like she's going to it's like a list of mistake different mistakes or failures she's had. And I think weirdly the one that startles her is not a memory, but an eventuality that she sees as a failure on her part, and it's a dead Melee. And that's what shakes her awake. And so she just sits up gasping. Is anyone else awake to
Levin
Levin-
is.
witness that?
Levin is awake, yep.
All right. Yeah, she sits up and gasps, just kind of sweating a little bit, just clearly did not sleep well.
Levin's passing over a water skin.
Thanks. Takes a swig.
Come on, get up and walk around a bit.
Yeah, okay. She does. She moves around a bit, just kind of still. I don't think one sleep gets rid of 2 exhaustions, right?
No, it's 1 exhaustion per long rest removed.
Okay, yeah. She still looks shaky and not at her best.
All right, Zarya. Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to clear your head of it?
It's fine. It's nothing. It's bad dream.
Okay. So, do you want to talk about it? Or do you want to clear your head about it?
What? What are you talking about?
Come with me for a moment.
She'll follow, confused.
Just a little bit away from the group so that what we're doing doesn't make too much noise for them.
Okay.
Arms up. And you're going to see Levin take a neutral stance in front of you. Palms facing outward and hands at shoulder height.
Do you want me to punch you?
Forms practice.
Father?
I'm assuming you were taught.
Well, yeah, of course.
So, go through the motions. Take your mind off things.
I don't need to take my mind off anything. I'm fine.
And Levin's going to immediately dash towards her and go for a touch contact.
Hey,
Alrighty.
what the fuck? Block him. What do we roll anything?
So I'm going to say yes. So Levin, go ahead and roll your attack roll. No damage will be going through because touch.
Yep.
You are able to kind of quickly shift out of the way, moving like water to evade.
What the fuck? I said I don't need to do anything. I'm fine.
And he's going for a second punch.
Fucking.
Go ahead and try.
God damn.
That is going to hit.
Yeah.
Instead of an attack, he's going to basically make that a shove to the ground. Like, you're going to move up to block, and he's going to just grab your wrist and turn it so that you, like, bend a knee.
Motherfucker.
Alright, arms up.
Fucking stop. Okay, now I think that pisses her off. She's gonna hit you.
That's fine.
Go ahead and try.
I don't have disadvantage on these. I just have right. It's just
No.
regular right now. Yeah. Oh, it was almost a nat 20. That would have been funny. 23 though.
Yep, that'll hit.
Yeah. Says fucking stop. I think she just like comes up for like. It's not graceful. She's angry, so I think it's just like a jab to the side when she gets an opportunity to. It just says fucking stop.
Zarya, it's a spar. Why are you hitting to hurt?
What do you say?
It's a spar. Why are you trying to hurt me? And he's basically no-selling the damage. It hits.
Yeah, well, she didn't roll a damage.
Well, go ahead and roll it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fitting.
So the 6 points, he's kind of eating in the process as he's questioning, why you gotta hit so hard?
No, it's like, why are you failing at your own discipline?
You shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're fucking...
I know what a troubled mind looks like. And I know what a
I'm-
lack of discipline looks like.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. And if you're not going to continue your attacks, he's going to go for a grapple.
Don't resist it, yeah.
Well, that'll be a disadvantage.
Shit. Well, no, I only have one level. Is it?
So no, you
And
would
it's
still
a check.
have. You would also still have 2 levels. Going to
Oh,
sleep
yeah.
prevented you from getting 3 levels. But
You-
either way, the first level of exhaustion is a skill check. It gives
Yeah,
you disadvantage
yeah.
on the skill checks.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
So it would
Strength
be
athletics or dex acrobatics to avoid a grapple.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, acrobatics.
Sorry, DM.
no worries. So you'd have to meet or beat a 14 with basically a dexterity based check, unless you're trying to brute force it. I would say I would allow for an athletics at disadvantage, which works.
I pulled
Either way.
acrobatics. Is that okay?
No, that works
That's
perfectly fine.
Slip out
I
of the
was
grip.
just-
He's just going to go for a second one.
I like this.
Oh my god. Would you fucking just keep off? Oh, okay, that's a good one. Let's see if I can beat that again.
Got a meet or beat that 25.
Ooh, oh, I don't.
You are
And
grappled.
Levin's going to push up on your shoulder, reach his other hand behind you, grab the heightened wrist from behind you, and slam you at the ground.
Gotcha. So he just jujitsu'd you.
I think like just the adrenaline pumping and now going down to the ground, she just kind of just starts panting and just starts crying a little and she's like, "Fucking stop, please. Don't want stop."
What are you afraid of?
Failed her.
Levin's going to take a sit right next to her. And now we talk about it.
Move to sit up. I was supposed to keep her safe. Nearly.
We all were.
I was paid to. It was a job. It's a bodyguard, and I fucking failed. And you almost catch her saying again, but she cuts herself off.
How do you think Ceres feels about this? What of Gearfried?
They feel the same. I know. I just
Look, nobody feels the rain for you. It happens to us all the same, but you're the only one that experiences it for you. So, what do you want to do about it? Do you want to wallow in thoughts about how you could have done better? Or do you want to get your head on straight and actually do better?
I don't know if I can do that.
Well, personally, I find going back to basics, to center yourself, realign yourself, reset yourself, usually helps.
Don't know if it's.
Have you been a bodyguard before?
And then she goes dead silent and just fear in her eyes.
I apologize for the question.
I failed. I failed. I can't save. Couldn't save her. I couldn't couldn't save Melee. And I think she starts shaking a little and tearing up. I'm not good at this. I can't. I should just leave. I'm not any good here. I won't help anything.
Does your leaving get Melee back?
You have a better chance at it. Clearly, I'm not fucking good at it.
I don't think that's the case.
How would you know, huh? You don't know what I've lost. You don't know what I failed to do.
Well, here's what I do know. I know that without your expertise, without your help, without your efforts, we will have a harder time regaining our footing and doing what we have to. Personally, I'd rather have an easier time of things. And that I would welcome your company in those endeavors.
I can't even sleep anymore. I won't be any good.
Were you taught meditation?
Yes, but
When was the
sleep
last time
is-
you've done that?
the other night, instead of sleeping, I meditated.
Well, I can't say that I have all the answers for you, but whatever you choose, really. You do have people with you. We can help.
I just want the bad dreams to stop so I want to see you. I hate this fucking bullshit in my fucking head.
All right. And Levin's gonna stand up. Take your time, Zarya. You're not in any sort of mindset for a watch. Get some rest, however you can find it.
And on that note, we are going to wrap it up here for the week. Seems like a nice, fitting end. Till the next time, have a wonderful weekend. Be safe and tune in next time. Remember, like, subscribe, help us to spread our wonderful games forward. See you later.
Night night.
Bye.
Night.
Good night, all.